Well, good morning, everybody. It's my very great pleasure to welcome you to InnoLAE 2021, our first online version of the conference. For those who don't know me, my name's Chris Ryder. I'm one of the founders of the conference 7 years ago, and I've been chair of the program committee this year. This is your first time to attend InnoLAE, then we're particularly delighted to have you with us, as we are indeed to anyone who's been to all 7. The conference started in 2015 as an event to connect industry with emerging technology in our field of electronics. And it was originally sponsored and founded by the UK Centre for Innovative Manufacturing Research into Large Area Electronics, a consortium of 4 of the UK's largest academic groups in the field. And it's perhaps me just commenting on the name InnoLAE, which stands for Innovations in Large Area Electronics. As many of you will know, our field isn't one which is easy to describe in a couple of words, and we use the term large area electronics broadly to encompass printed, plastic, organic, flexible, hybrid electronics and bioelectronics as well now. So Tim, do you want to put up the first slide, please? So we work with the large area electronics is at heart a new way of making electronics, and we work with a wide range of new organics materials that are powering the large area electronics manufacturing revolution. For example, organic materials, metal oxide, semiconductors, graphene and other forms of carbon and 2D materials, plastics, nanoparticles, including nanoparticulate metals. And many of these materials can be processed at low temperatures, and this means that they can enable new manufacturing processes that haven't conventionally been used to make electronics. For example, printing and various digital fabrication approaches. So these new materials and these new manufacturing processes enable us to make products having new form factors like stretchability and flexibility, thinness, lightweight, new cost structures, and the potential for customization. We build systems that include as well unpackaged and thin silicon to preserve the thinness and flexibility in some of our product form factors. And we're part of an emerging industry that's being led both by many small startups as well as multinationals. And large end users are now increasingly using our technology and our products in greater measure than ever before. As you'll see on the slide, there's a broad range of applications for large area electronics, some of which you'll see there, but not all. And as you will learn from the conference, great progress is being made in the field of bioelectronics and healthcare applications. So that's really what the conference is about. And our heritage has a firm focus on manufacturing and connecting emerging technology with commercial application. So as well as being our first online conference this year, it's also our first event that's been organised by our good friends at IMI Europe. And as we transition now this conference from an academic environment onto a solid commercial footing. So it's been great working with them, and I'm going to hand over now to Dr. Tim Phillips, the MD of IMI Europe. And before I do that, I'd just like to say a huge thanks to the programme committee this year for their great work in helping us put together the conference. I'm really looking forward to it, and I wish everybody listening a rewarding and inspiring 2 days. So I'm going to hand over to Tim Phillips now. Tim.
Okay, thank you very much. As Chris has said, welcome to the first online InnoLAE. We're hoping it gives you an opportunity to learn new things, connect with new people, and obviously the circumstances are rather unusual. It's in your own home or your office rather than in a nice conference room with food and drink supplied. So we're sorry about that, but please try and make the event as interactive as you can. And I'll go into a little bit about how we're going to try and enable that in a second. I'm just very briefly going to mention IMI Europe does events around inkjet printing. So if you are interested in inkjet printing, go to imieurope.com to find out more about our events. So back to this event, as you'll have seen on the way into this session, we have an event platform. We spent a long time looking for what we hope is the right event platform for doing this in an online way. There is a mobile version of this platform as well. If you go to the Google Store or the Apple App Store, go look for Attendify in there and then download it, look for InnoLAE in there, and you can do very similar things on there and you get updates and things like that. You can post things into the activity stream. So I've posted into here this morning. Anyone else is very free to post in there as well. Think of it like Facebook for the event. Put things into there. Make your profile live if you haven't already. Put your picture in, tell people about you. So if people are looking for a particular thing out of the really quite large community of people that we have at the event over the next few days, you can do that as well. Sponsor display pages are over here on the left. Please do have a look at the sponsors and see what they've got on display. And you can also get in touch with them via text or video chat using those pages. We have a poster display area, which works in a very similar way. You can look at the posters that we've had submitted as well. And also there, you can download presentation slides from quite a few of our presenters now. We're putting up more all the time, and you can find those there as well. Just an example of the way the sponsor page looks. You can see an example here. You click on the sponsors over here and they have documents to download, videos of their products, etc. Lots of them look similar to that, so please do have a look. And this is an example of the poster page. And again, you can see there's a PDF of their poster, and there's also a short video of them introducing what their poster's about, how the work's gone, etc. Talking about networking, in the breaks, we're using a thing called Spatial for a chat. Now, the idea is you go into here and your little video icon comes up and you can move around the room and talk to other people in a similar way, hopefully, to the way you can in a real event. So please, during the breaks, go to that link. You can see the link there, but it's also on the event platform in the breaks. Go and have a chat to people. We can't supply the coffee, but there's a picture of some coffee. So that's the next best thing. Conference sessions like this one, you'll have seen hopefully that the link to join the session goes live 10 minutes before, and the entry is as the event goes live. So you can be there in the waiting room waiting for it to start. Later on, we have parallel sessions, and you're very free to swap between the parallel sessions as you like, just as you would at a real conference. Just leave one and enter the other one. During the conference, the way questions are dealt with, there are two ways to do that. If you'd like to ask your question out loud, then you can raise your hand as an attendee. The conference chair and the host of the session will see that, will pass you the microphone effectively, will allow you to speak, and you can ask your question out loud. If you would prefer to ask your question via text, use the Q&A box that you will see in front of you on the Zoom screen. Enter your question into the Q&A box and it will be dealt with there as well. All of the sessions are being recorded. Essentially what you can see on the screen right now is being recorded, and they're available to view for attendees afterwards. So unlike other conferences, you don't miss the talks that are going on at the same time as the one you're in. You can see them later. So we're hoping that'll be a good way of doing it. And as soon as we're able to, we will put the sessions up online so you can view them. So check back. They should be within an hour or so after the end at the end of each session. If you have any questions for the organisers, let us know. Either myself or Amy will be in all of the sessions as a host. So please send us a message or email us on info@innolae.org. Prizes, everyone likes prizes, and we have some prizes that we're giving out. We're giving a prize for interactivity. So there's a kind of a game on this app as well. You get points for making posts and for commenting and liking other posts. The more points you get, the more likely you are to win a prize. The person with the highest number of points gets a prize at the end. We also always give out a prize for the people that give out a survey. If you enter the survey, we'll give you the link after the event for that. If you enter the survey, you also go into a draw to win a €100 or £100 prize. And then the other prizes are the speaker and poster prizes. There's a session 5:20 UK time on Thursday, and we'll announce winners of speaker and poster prize then. Ending with some thank yous. We'd like to thank very much, as Chris has already said, the programme committee. You can see all of them here. Quite a few of them have duties as session chairs, so you'll see them there. They will also be judging the speaker and poster prizes. So if you see one of them, it's worth saying hello. but we are very grateful for them because they've been instrumental in making the conference what it is today. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy their contribution. And last but not least, we would like to thank our sponsors. We have some really valued sponsors here. We have platinum sponsor, which is CPI, gold sponsors, Insato and FOM, silver sponsors and bronze sponsors there, and media partners as well.